Taking it 6-8. Now only 2 rounds away from tying things up to Gen G Black. Gen G Black, they do have rifles across the board. However, it looks like Lily actually decided to save, try and get an operator on the 4th round of this half.
Yeah, but we'll see it here.
There.
Does seem like Misfits is playing very careful. They don't want to be picked off. They're trying to play for the aggressiveness that maybe Gen G will execute on. It doesn't seem like that's going to happen. They're being very patient. Otherwise, though, on the other side of site, you can see near dish of A. 2 players pushed out fully. But it's just unfortunate positioning, unfortunate timing for Misfits as they aren't able to get it. But Gen G, I mean, they have the weaponry advantage.
And you can see a rotation being called by Gen G Black as well. I think it's interesting to see both Sentinels holding down the B site, just completely locking things down on the side of Gen G Black. Meanwhile, you have the map control coming through from the A site on those players, clearing out dish. And now 30 seconds left. Misfits is looking to make a play towards the A site, but currently stalled out by the incendiary and the sky smoke.
Ooh, yeah, that stun. Not gonna catch out Tyree though, actually. Now a stun in replacement. The spam through might actually catch out. Nope, it's not. Not even damage, in fact.
No,
Chloe
don't run it down.
is going to push through. Everybody's attempting to push through as well, knowing they need to get aggressive, knowing the run it down might work. Not really afraid to test it. You see Carly reposition, able to take Maddie down. Nobody's gonna check the corner. That's the 2K, and it looked like Chloe had it for just a second, but Carly gonna catch on. The 360 there, and a defusal. Gen G Black able to bring it back.
Once again, actually might work out quite finely.
Yeah, but Carly, trying to throw out the util, but the timing of that is unfortunate, especially since the push came through the blind. All this util completely just dumped down in arcade. Oh, but now the takedown there for Luna as well, knowing where Luna is. Does seem like though A site reposition B completely almost cleared out. If they're able to take Tyree out here, could look good for Misfits, but it's more so just the execution.
I mean, Gen G Black at this point, I think they know that it's going to be a rehit towards B, right? You know, you have Lily postured up A main with that operator. You heard the zip line go through as well for Misfits, and they didn't go towards A. That's what we can tell you for sure. So there's only really one place that they could really be going towards. And like I said, it's going to be a plant on the B site this time around. Maddie's trying to bait it out, isolate those 1v1 situations. And that's just going to be Gen G cleaning things up. But
within this round, especially since Lily's there with the op. Now, we'll be able to see maybe the collateral. No, actually, no shots hit.
doing a lot of damage though. Quite a bit of poke being done on Lily in that situation. No skies across the board, so no heals for either of these teams. We're gonna see that Rolling Thunder come out. Oh, and a showstopper to match.
Oh, but Chloe's running it down. Chloe has it jam-packed. Does not care about anybody's feelings. Gonna try to push this through. You can see Lynn. What is this? It seems like more of aggro pushes here from Gen G. They gotta be careful with this. It's gonna be Carly by themselves versus Vernina and Chloe. If they're able to play together, I feel like this is gonna work really well with the spike in the hands of Carly.
Spike in the hands of Carly, but she can only watch so many angles at once. Keep an eye on a rope so far, but that's gonna be Misfits creeping up behind, trying to secure this. But we've seen Carly, she has the clutch gene. She hears that plant sound as well, but it's not gonna go down quite yet. 2v1 situation.
30 seconds left.
30 seconds left as well. The spike down. Oh, that gives more time. The little tiny head of Chloe is going to peek through that box. That's going to allow Carly to take to the pick, especially since Carly was on that high ground here. And yeah, just posing for the camera. And have that Red Bull clutch. A beautiful run from Carly. And that operator in the hands as well to pick it up for Lily.
That's going to be a timeout. Nope, that's just going to be a replay of the clutch being called out. My bad. I thought that the screen freeze was for a different reason. This retake was just absolutely massive.
planted. One enemy remaining.
I do
Oh,
like the
beautiful.
idea though. I like the idea that Misfits had, you know, having that Jenny control, planting for the
Yeah.
other side of sight.
Let's play.
Because I think Gen G Black, they do know that Misfits likes to try and push in kind of cheeky manners, so denying that CT control to them by pushing through. Boombot on the side of Gen G Black looking to get some information, but Carly's not going to seek anybody out with that piece of utility quite yet. And an interesting poison orb actually coming out from Luna Fox to try and deny some information on the side of Gen G.
Yeah, but here, one pain shell could end the lives of many. Carly's not going to throw it just yet, but actually preparing here. It's going to hit. No damage done. Actually, just a little bit on Maddie, but still, I mean, not necessarily enough to call it a big deal. You can see Stim Beacon able to be used. Slandy not really preparing to flash anybody out just yet. It is more so just waiting for somebody to peek first. It's like when you're in front of someone and you're like, no, you hit first. It's one of those situations. You don't want to be the first one to take that fight because you don't want to lose it. You're not very sure of what's going to happen. We can see 30 seconds left. The spike's still not planted. Lots of the players here on the site. And it's going to be Carly watching along, but no, the reload there. And it does seem like Tyray coming right alongside. Maddie has to plant the spike. Are they able to? Players waiting. 13 seconds left. Maddie had stuck and maybe have just been able to get it, but that's the one. Now 2 players down for Gen G. Lily and Hannah are attempting to take it. That's not going to happen for Maddie, though. Gen G Black able to take it home. Lily is going to keep that operator. Keep the good economy happening and coming up for Gen G. I mean, spicy. It's like, you know, a complete 360 here.
Does have that the faster shooting time. Actually not going to hear that coming out quite yet, but and it does have the neural theft available. And Luna Fox has the Viper's Pit if the plant does manage to go down and make that another ultimate online for Gen G Black with the showstopper in Carly's hands.
Yeah, but Carly's not going to use it. Just wait. And we can see, I mean, Misfits has this default down, waiting once again for the aggressive push, but it's not going to come through. Gen G just going to hold the site, especially since Renina's holding this with the operator angle. So there isn't really, not Renina, my apologies, Lily, holding this with the operator angle. So there really is no need, you know, to do anything, but beautiful pain shell. Going to push back Lily, have to reposition. And this is dangerous. So rendezvous out. Chloe's going to try to push forward. The rendezvous comes through, and that's going to be right down in spawn. Having somewhat of a suspicion. Although the clear out. And he's gonna get caught. Vernina's not gonna know. Chloe, though, is able to get the trade through. You can see Misfits attempting to push. The B site there is the spike planted. They have all this util that they can use. But it does seem like Lynn is attempting it, waiting for the perfect timing. But it seems like Maddie has it down. The timing completely in favor for Maddie. Chloe obliterated, as you can hear Raze yell out in victory. And now it's the orbital strike. Tons and tons of utility just being completely thrown onto the site. And now it's just the spray down that needs to happen. And that's the one. Tyra left alone. It's not half. If Tyra can get this one, it doesn't matter. But it's Maddie, regardless. Closing this one out.
Luna Fox also still has that Viper's Pit online, but likely not going to use it because you don't want to give those shorter angles and shorter range of fights over to the defenders on this retake.
Yeah, but shorty here. Tyra's not going to get one. Peeking out maybe a little bit too early. Maybe if they had hold it closer, would have had it. But I mean, it's a gamble stack. It's a gamble in general, not a stack, when you have the shorty in hand. We do see, though, the weaponry in the hands of Misfits. They have the advantage. Carly, though, does have the pain shell. The Viper's Pit there. Could throw it in to possibly get some damage through. Carly has to get through this first obstacle. It's Slandy waiting for that information, seeing the heads of the players, and that's the one for Lily, having to back off. Can't fight too long, can't fight too much, but there it is. The Viper's Pit down. Though no weapons in the hands of anybody except for Lily. Lily has to push through, but still not going to use it. Is actually going to use the Headhunter instead of replacing it, but the Vandal finally brought out. Lily getting caught. completely red-handed. The TP from Vernina, Maddie right alongside to try to keep it together, and now it's a lot of pushback here, a lot of poke, and Vernina with the 3K for the win for Misfits here. And you can see Misfits are not giving up just yet. They have not ended, and they're not gonna end soon.
So hot, so you need to, you know, on the side of Misfits Black, they need to be able to keep as many guns in hand with every upcoming round, despite the wins. Charlie gonna be able to shoot out that boom bot. Double swing does come through from Genji Black, and the stalling with the utility just allows a possible rotation to be called, but Genji Black, they're patient, they're waiting. And they know that the rotation through spawn doesn't take too long, so they're gonna just anchor down on the B site still, and looks like Misfits looking to cut some noise for now. I think it'll actually be a rehit towards A here.
Possibly, but that smoke is holding out. Carly's trying to play off of it, waiting for that swing, getting some backup here. Kyrie's gonna assist. Oh no, but the stun. And now we have the showstopper. Chloe's there, trying to take the one. Now the Vandal. Oh no, looking for the Phantom. Chloe was a little bit lost there, starstruck even. Like, hey, I got that pick. I'm pretty good. I got my one. But it's not enough. The Rolling Thunder comes through. Once again, that's that pushback util. Now we're gonna see it encounter.
What is going on?
Gen G. Hannah pushing through lane, able to take the other, and that's a close off for Gen G. That Rolling Thunder